Hi, I'm Ian and welcome to this tutorial on how to add large numbers without a calculator. In this video, we're going to look at how to add 2-digit and 3-digit numbers together without using a calculator, using a method called the column method. Okay, so let's begin. Imagine we had two numbers, let's say 123 plus 45. Okay, what we want to do when we look at these numbers is we want to think about them in terms of tens, units and hundreds. Okay, so here with 123 we can see that we've got 3 units, so we call these bits here the units. Okay, this is the same as over here. This 5 we'd refer to as the units as well. The next part is the tens. So these are the numbers that sound like, well, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. So this means it's like 1 lot of 10, 2 lots of 10, 3 lots of 10, 4 lots of 10. So let's have a look. So here, this bit here, this 2 is the tens. And this 4 is the tens. Now, the next part we look for is the hundreds. So in here, we've got 123. So we do have a 100 part there. So I can write that here as the hundreds. And here, 45, we don't have a 100 part, so that's fine. So what we first have to do, if we're adding these together without a calculator, is we have to write them down, making sure we align the units with the units, the tens with the tens, and the hundreds with the hundreds. So let's have a go. So I'm going to do 3, 2, 1, 5, 4. Okie dokie. So here we have 3 add 5, 2 add 4, and then we'll have 1 add nothing. So I'm going to draw a line under here, and what we can do is we can just add down. So 3 add 5 is 8. That's great. 2 add 4 is 6. And 1 add nothing is 1. Okay, so we can see that 123 plus 45 equals 168. So I'll write that down at the end because it's always nice to have a neat calculation. So I'll write that down here. And that's that done. Okay, that's the basic adding large numbers without a calculator. The next step is when we add large numbers together without a calculator, but we have to carry the number over into the next section. So let's have a look. So let's say I've got two numbers. Let's go for 987 plus 455. I've picked these numbers because I know that each time we're going to have to go into the next column. So again, we start off by writing them down one on top of the other. So 9, 8, 7. Make sure that we align the units. So we've got the 5 here, and then a 5, and then a 4. And this is what we're adding together. So we have 7 add 5, which is 12. So I'll put a 2 here. I put a 2 here. And I'm going to put the 1 down here. Because actually, if we wrote the whole of the 12 in this section, it wouldn't look right. So whenever we get a 2-digit number, we write the units part in the column that we've just added. And we put the tens part underneath the next column. And then we can add that in with the tens. So now we've got 8 add 5, which is 13. And then add the 1, which is 14. So I'll put the 4 here, and I'm going to carry the 1. Next, we've got 9 add 4, which is 13. And then we've got one more. So 9 add 4 is 13, add 1 is 14. So I'll put that here, put 1 there. And then I don't have anything here, but I do have this 1, so I'm going to carry that and put that up here. So now we know I can finish my sum. Let me write it down here because I'm in the way. we'd finish this sum by saying 987 plus 455 equals 1,442. Some people like to put a comma in there to separate their thousands to make it easier to read. It's up to you, it's a personal preference, but it does actually kind of make it easier to read. Okay, let's have a look at one more, and then we're going to go over to the Crack Maths website to have a look at some of these questions in context. So, let's have 1846 plus 293. Okay, so I've gone for a slightly larger number here. So let's see how this works. I'm going to put the biggest number on the top because it just makes it look neater. So we've got here 1846. And underneath, I'm going to remember to align the units first. So I put the 3 here, the 3 under the 6. Then I put the 9 under the 4. I put the 2 under the 8. And then I've got nothing to put under this 1, okay? If I wanted to, I could put a 0 because there's nothing there. But it's not necessary, you just have to remember that there's nothing there. Right. So we have 6 add 3, which is 9. We had 4 add 9, which is 13. So remember, I'll put a line under here. So I'm going to carry the 1. So remember, it's kind of like 13. We just have to read it diagonally. Then I've got 8 add 2 is 10, and then add the 1 makes 11. And then I've got 1 add 0 is 1, and add the other one is 2. Here we go. And then I can write the sum down at the end. You'll notice that I said I'll write the sum down at the end. This word sum in maths means the result of adding two numbers together. So when you're saying let's do some sums, what that's referring to is that word sums is referring specifically to adding, okay? So if you're doing sums, you're doing some adding, okay? It's a word that's just like kind of blown over into everything, but it's important to recognise if in a question you're asked to find the sum of two numbers, that means find the result of adding those two numbers together. Okay, let's go to the sheets on the Crack Maths site. Okay, so here we are on the Crack Maths site. Remember, if you scroll down here, we can see an access point to get to all the tutorials. So here we go, Level 2 Functional Skills Maths Video Tutorials and Practice. Okay, if I click on that here, I can see tutorial number 2, how to add large numbers without a calculator. That's what we're on now. And then if I click here and scroll down, I can see I've got some practice questions. So there we go, in these practice questions, we can see that word again, sum. Okay, so what is the sum of these two numbers? Find the total when you add these. Calculate the sum. What is the result of adding? So all of these things just mean to add, but it's good to familiarise yourself with these words. But if we go down to the second section, we've got here the scenario questions. So let's just have a look. We know that these questions are on adding, so we're probably going to have to add. But let's have a look at this first one, just to make sure that it kind of makes sense. So in a race, runner A finishes with a time of 421 seconds, and runner B finishes with a time of 589 seconds. What is the total time taken by both? So there's the clue. We've got that word total. What is the total time taken by both? So we're looking for the total of these two. So all of these seconds added with all of these seconds here. So I'm going to just write these down. I'm going to write them straight down as a column method. So we've got 421. And then next to that, we've got 589. So remember, the units here in this one are 9, the units with this one in 1, so I've got to align those up. So I write the 9 under the 1, I put the 8 under the 2 because that's 20, 80. Remember, that's kind of got the same sound. And then I've got here 400 and I've got here 500. So now I can add these together. So here we go, we've got 1 add 9 is 10. So remember, I'm going to write this diagonally. So put the units here and carry the tens. And then 2 add 8 is 10 again, but then with the 1 that makes 11. So I'll put the 1 here and carry the 1. And then 4 add 5 is 9, and then with the 1 that's 10 again. So I'll put the 0 here, carry the 1. There's no thousands, so I can bring that up here. And now I can write down my sum clearly. So 421 plus 589 equals 1010. And that's seconds. So I'll just make a note there to say that that is seconds, because that's always an important part of the answer. Okay, great. Let's have a look down here to check the answers. Remember, if we scroll down to the end and then just click next and next again. Question 1. In a race, here we go, total time taken by both runners, 1010 seconds. Okay, great. So, that's perfect. In that case then, what we can do is we can stop there. And if you have any time, make sure you visit the Crack Maths site to have some more practice at the practice questions and the scenario questions. And then, let me just go back here. Okay, right, here we go, and good luck. Bye.